what's going on, guys? It's me, Train Man, and welcome back to the Zombie Train, episode... what episode is this? Episode... something. Hold on, let me get it real quick. I know you guys can see everything that's going on now. So, where's my ZG Topics thing? This should be 192. There's a little bit of spoilers in there. And then after this should be a run session. However, this is not episode 192. This is going to be episode 191.5. And the reason for that is I'm going to start moving over to Tane. Now, 12 was being a bastard. Hold on. Shut up. 12 was being a bastard. And so... Okay, will you stop ringing? Thank you. Jesus. And it wasn't letting me get to the route menu, so I figured this was about time for me to decide to make the move. Now, this was from last week, 9/22/16, when I saved this. Obviously, this video is a little bit late, but that's because I was moving stuff over. This is Tane plus all of the assets, and of course, some of these are... this isn't all of the assets, and this is not... these are not all assets for this, but primarily these are assets for, primarily these are assets for the Iron Horseman route. And I need to go through and I need to make sure they don't suck. Now, I do need a tool to get in here, but this is kind of what we're going to be doing. Instead of working on the route now, because we can't yet, I need to get all these assets fixed and operable. I need to make sure everything's working correctly, and I need to get all of these assets to a non-faulty state. Now, some of these are just missing dependencies. This one, for example, this needs fire, water, trans, basic, blah, blah. Missing could not be loaded. And I need to go through and I need to make sure, hey, so are these going to work? Let's see, view asset versions. Where's view asset versions? Asset versions. It's okay. Is there a new version of this? If we download this version real quick, come on, work for me. Downloading item 1 of 3. Anyways, we're gonna have to go through this with all these assets to get the thing ready. So instead of basically being in the map and working on the map for 2 hours, I'm going to be in here and working on this stuff for 2 hours. And what that means is, you're going to get a video more like this, except it's going to be all sped up and I'm just going to be going through and figuring stuff out. There'll probably be a lot of Googling and stuff like that. Or I could just ramble on. Again, I'll try to get some of this stuff done, but as we've actually come fairly close. So I should have this now. Didn't I just... Oh, download this version. I should have... I don't even know what I was saying. Anyways, my point is that this video is the moving to Tane video. And it's not a full video, and it's the... Oh. It didn't work. Try it again. Train's login details. File. Yeah, because I'm going to have to go through here, and I'm going to have to figure out, hey, what's working, what's not. View online documentations. Actually, we've got to do it in here, huh? It's train settings. Internet. And that should be right. I am signed in properly there. Oh, there it went. There it went. Just took a minute. Installed from DLS, obsolete. This is the first thing I've installed from the DLS on this computer anyways. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to want to go through and I'm going to want to install a lot of these, like reinstall them, delete them and reinstall them from the DLS. Because they're faulty from being moved over. Tane doesn't really like them. But that's gonna just take up time. Once this is through, I'm going to see, delete this, see what happens. This is going to be a little bit of an experiment, although I don't want this video to draw out too much. As you can see, it is kind of late, and I'd like to get this video up today. So that means very low processing times, keeping the video not long. Alright, so installed from DLS obsolete. View errors and warnings. Okay, that's not broken. Let's get rid of this. Oh, that's right, I've got to go into here. Just hitting delete won't do it. You have to hit Control Delete, or you need to actually go in there and delete it. Alright, so that one's available for download. This one's installed. If I download this, because I already did that once, but if I download this, ideally nothing will be broken. Because the DLS just sort of does that sometimes. The DLS does weird things, Trains does weird things. Admittedly, I won't call it a particularly broken program, but it's kind of as broken as anything else will be. This should be marked as obsolete now, yeah? Okay. So we can delete the obsolete one. And now we have one less faulty asset. So, we're going to have to go through that with all these assets, but the point is, I now have all of these assets where, either I'm going to have to download new versions, delete them and re-download them, delete them and fix them, or just bring them in, because I can still get to 12's Content Manager. I cannot get to the route menu in 12. And again, I could fix it, and in fact I've worked wonders with Trains so far today. I even brought back, I went in and I started up 06. I brought back the Ghost of 06 for the simple sake of, hold on, it should be in here. Yeah. Okay, sure, restore that, just so I can show the audience. Why not? Over here. This is what part of my taskbar looked like, down there. I had Tane, I had 12, and I had 06 open at the same time. And they were all running fairly well. Except when Tane decided to hog literally everything. Because Tane will easily, without even hesitating, take 100% of the CPU when it's trying to do an operation. Which is good, because it gets things done quicker, but it means that I cannot do anything else while I'm doing that. So, this is going to be an interesting thing to work on, to record. I'm going to need to go through a lot of stuff. It's going to be fairly mundane, but then again, so is route building. It just won't look quite as good for you guys, unfortunately, but I assume most of you come here for the stories now anyways. And if there's any particularly troublesome things, what might be worth doing... hold on, revert to original. What might be worth doing, as a matter of fact, is this a, yeah, it's a colon 1. What might be worth doing is stopping, slowing the thing down and saying, okay, hold on, this is what the problem was and this is how I fixed it. For example, this one, I can't get a previous version of it. I might not be able to re-download this version of it. So I'm going to have to be careful about this. This is one of the things where I had to keep 12's Content Manager open in case I delete something I need to get out of there, and then I need to just figure out how to fix this in a different way. Because I don't know how to do this. Not a valid compile texture, blah blah blah. Texture construzione, sorry, my lips are dry. Construzione is missing or could not be loaded in Construzione, that I am. Construzione. So, this is not a problem. These two are a problem. Compiled texture files, we'll have to work on that. Construzione. I was overdoing the rolling there. Anyways, yeah, we have to get through these. That's what we're going to be doing from here for a little while. Until this is done, we're not going to be doing a lot of route work. And that, I guess, means that Beta 1.0 is the last official version in 12. Although I may have to go back to 12. I may have to get 12 working for something else. Although, what I could do is I could just make a copy of this route, even though it's going to be kind of broken right now. I could make a copy of this route, work on there for when I need a set or something while I'm trying to repair the main route. But anyways, that's probably what we're going to be doing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you more next week with an actual 2-hour asset fixing spree. So, sorry for the lack of a Zombie Train episode, a real one, this week, but it was due to technical difficulties, and I tried to amend that as best I could. Trainman out.